Today we have a unique opportunity to show you the Admiral 72 by Giorgio Armani. This boat was designed on the interior and the exterior by Giorgio Armani and is by far one of the most unique boats I have ever seen. Today we have an opportunity to take you on board while all the finishing touches are still being done. So you're going to see people running around everywhere finishing off this beautiful boat. This boat is unseen. You are looking at an inside tour of this incredible vessel, and so we're going to be quite quick as we move through the spaces. But if you're looking for any more information about this boat, link down below is all the information you would need. So for now, let's get you on board quickly and show you how unique this boat really is. Let's go. Again, I'm only going to show you the spaces that are available at the moment. So we are now walking onto the main deck aft, which already is an incredibly unique space of this Admiral 72. Why? It's completely enclosed, so it's protected from all the weather. There are multiple decks of this vessel, so you will see which ones have access to all the sun lounging and the available areas for the elements. But in this case, completely protected, lots of space. You've got a 13-meter beam. So to give you some perspective of how large this vessel really is, in terms of its living spaces, you should get an understanding. Really high deckheads and this beautiful, as you would expect, interior by Giorgio Armani, straight into the main salon and onwards to 6 guest cabins, but we're going to show you that in a second. So for now, let's head up to the owner's deck, which is by far one of the most beautiful and unique spaces I've seen on a yacht. Is this not one of the most beautiful owner's decks you have ever seen? It's called the owner's deck because it goes all the way through into the master cabin and then onwards to the bow. So in this circumstance, really, this could be your own private deck, or of course, one of the most beautiful areas for you and your guests to come and relax. Lots of seating area, a beautiful pool, again, with loads of seating area surrounding you. You've got this amazing bar over here as well for cocktails and evening events. And then of course, just the most sensational view of the Admiral 72 from this perspective as well. So again, I think this is probably the greatest owner's deck I've ever seen on a yacht. Lots of space, and you've got that benefit of that 13-meter beam again. And of course, in this circumstance, lots of opportunity for sunbathing and natural elements. Now, if you lost already, I don't blame you. A reminder that this boat is a little over 2,000 gross tons in volume. So loads of different spaces that you wouldn't normally get on board many vessels. We are now in the bridge deck salon, another completely enclosed area. But in this circumstance, with one button, it lifts up all these curtains. You got all these glass sliders that open up, giving you a 180-degree view of the stern down onto the owner's platform. So another really phenomenal space, lots of seating area, big screen TV to come and relax, get protected from the elements, but still feel like you've got that indoor-outdoor experience. Another really, really cool space of the Admiral 72. We're going to head up now to the Sundeck, my favorite place of this beautiful boat designed by Giorgio Armani. We are now on the Sundeck forward of the Admiral 72 and is really just one of the most beautiful Sundeck spaces I've ever been on. Central fireplace, incredibly tasteful furniture by Giorgio Armani. And again, this goes all the way aft. So you've got just the most beautiful Sundeck experience. This has access now down to the bridge deck, a bar area for cocktails in the evening, which I'm sure is going to be enjoyed plenty times on this particular boat. And then you've got another amazing jacuzzi with lots of seating area. So I think it honestly is the perfect Sundeck. The view down to the owner's deck and onto the swim platform. It is incredibly spacious, and I think is a place that people are going to spend a lot of time. So from my perspective, this is by far one of the most beautifully laid out vessels I've ever been on. And as I start to notice it and say it, there's no steps anywhere. So everything is just flush and beautiful with a mix of wood as well as steel. I just think the entire feel of this boat is by far one of the most unique I've ever seen. We're going to go now to the bow, show you the last external space, and give you a bit of factual information about the boat, and then head into the interior. So let's do it. All right, we're on the final deck space that I can show you today. I wish I could take you down to every area of this boat, but we are going to end the exterior tour on this deck, which is the owner's deck forward. So access directly from the owner's cabin to this area. You've got seating area on the bow as well as seating area just behind me as well. But let's give you a few specifications about this boat. And once again, if you need any more information, and there is a lot to read through, it is linked down below. This particular yacht has an ice class hull. And again, with that comes the range of over 6,000 nautical miles. So honestly, the world is your oyster. It's a little over 2,050 gross tons. And I think you can feel that straight away. All the spaces are extremely generous. And you'll see that as you move through the interior as well. So our next steps is to give you a quick tour of some of the available spaces on board, designed once again by Giorgio Armani. And it just finishes off this vessel in the most incredible way. So let's take you inside now and show you the interior of the Admiral 72. The Giorgio Armani interior really deserves to be shown in its perfect condition, which right now there's still plenty of people running around this boat. So I'm not going to be able to show you all the available spaces. We're in the main salon. This main salon then goes out to the main deck aft, which is still completely enclosed. So the feeling you get is that there's just this really vast, huge main salon space, when in fact you've got both the option for indoor-outdoor living as well as this general space here as well. Really high deck heads. You've got the beam now of that 13-meter beam, and then all these beautiful neutral tones. So the feeling that you get right throughout this boat is honestly incredible. When it comes to spaces on the deck, you've got 6 cabins available on here that flow right throughout this entire space. So really just the most incredible use of the main deck areas. Let's take you now to the master suite. We've now entered the master suite of the Admiral 72. On the starboard side, you've got a really large dressing area. On the port side, a beautiful and tasteful bathroom. And then by far one of the largest master suites I've ever seen in the yachting industry. So moving now into the master cabin, full beam with lots of natural light. It's got windows surrounding the entire master cabin. So 180-degree view. You've got access onto the bow, with that seating area, and then of course in this beautiful view aft of the Admiral 72. You've got lounge spaces as well as an office space. So when it comes to a master cabin, I'm not really sure you could ask for much more. That alongside Giorgio Armani's beautiful, tasteful interior, and you've honestly got the perfect recipe for an interior and the master suite. For more information, please check down below. There's lots to find out about this boat, and there will be a lot of information about this boat online, as it is just the first of its kind and definitely a groundbreaking design. Really grateful to be able to give you this tour, an unseen tour of the Admiral 72, and I really hope you enjoyed the tour. A big thanks to all for giving us this inside look at one of the most unique vessels in the industry. For more information, link down below.